Hi crafters, it's Andrea from Prairie Sky Paper Crafts. Today I am using the Art Gallery stamp set to create more of a neutral background image. I wanted to see what it would look like if I did a camouflage type background with this. And I used Mossy Meadow, Shaded Spruce, Soft Suede, and Garden Green. Those are the palette colors that I've chosen for today. I don't know that I'm going to use all of them, but we'll see what happens as we start to play. So for this one, the background or the base that I'm using is Petal Pink. So I've got 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I've got a piece of crumb cake that's cut at 4 by 5 1/4. This piece is 4 by 2, and this piece of the pink is 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to set these pieces off to the side for now. And I've already adhered my first stamp onto the block. So what I'm going to be using is each of these floral elements to create a layered background. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of the colors, but we'll see. So I just re-inked my Mossy Meadow ink pad, so it's good and juicy. So for this one, I'm not going to ink it every single time. I'm going to apply a little bit and stamp off just to have that little bit of extra depth of color. I'm going to do one over here, and you don't want to cover it too heavily with one color because you want the other layers to kind of come through and be seen as well. So I think I'm just going to do a little tiny bit over here and a little over there. And it doesn't matter. Perfect coverage is not what we're going for because you kind of want to see some of the crumb cake poking through. Oh, I love crumb cake. It's one of my very favorite colors. I haven't been using it a lot lately, so I wanted to give it a little bit more love. Okay, then I'm going to take the next size flower. Excuse me. Place that there, and I'm going to do that one in, let's see, Garden Green, I think. I like how the vibrant or the more vibrant colors look on the crumb cake. It just gives it a little bit of a different style and a different look. So I'm just going to keep playing and layering until it looks how I want it to. And that's the beauty of this. It's so fluid that you can really create as much dimension as you want to on this one. I'm going to stick that there. And do a little bit on the edge. You don't want to miss out on the edges. And just one more there, I think. All right. So that'll be it for Garden Green. I'm just putting my things over to the side just to keep things moving, but I do have my Stamp and Scrub close at hand. So if you're doing this, you can just give it a quick scrub and then put it back onto your paper or onto the acetate sheet that is in your stamp set. So next, I'm going to use this little floral piece, and I'm going to get the other one out too, just so I don't have to keep opening. Okay, and whoops. So Shaded Spruce is the next color. Now this is a very vibrant green, but it's toned down quite a bit when you place it onto the crumb cake paper. Just gonna stick a little bit there. And I just like moving my paper around as I'm stamping. It gives me a bit of a different perspective and gives me an idea of where I want different colors to show. All right. Also, there's a new catalog starting tomorrow. So if you are in Canada and don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would like one, pop me a message, prairieskypapercrafts@gmail.com. I would be more than happy to send you one. And don't forget to hit subscribe below too, so you're notified every single time a new video goes live. I am planning to do videos every Monday and Friday, as well as over on my Facebook page, Prairie Sky Paper Crafts. I will be doing a Facebook Live every Wednesday. And I'll be doing a mix of tutorials, fancy folds, tips, techniques, tricks. And if you have anything that you want to explain, just let me know and I will do my very best to include it. All right, so I think we need just a little bit here. It's looking a little bit flat on that side. Okay, I think I'm fairly content with how that looks. Now, I'm gonna leave this open because I'm gonna do the deer in the soft suede. And I'm gonna stamp the happy birthday off in, let's see. Maybe I'll do the mossy meadow for the happy birthday. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in my other piece of crumb cake. I'm gonna ink up the deer. And I'm gonna put this one a little bit higher because I'd like to do the happy birthday down below. Okay, happy birthday, where are you? Just attach that to the smaller block. I'm going to close this one up so that it doesn't wreck anything. I don't know. I've done that so many times, been so close to the end of a card and then just happened to drop something on an open ink pad. But cardstock has cardstock, I should say, has two sides. You flip it over and you're good to go. All right, so there's my little happy birthday deer. Now, for the original one that I did, I colored the white pearls with my Stampin' Blend. This one was Mossy Meadow Light. So all you need to do to color it is bring your, the markers have two sides. There's a nub side and a brush side. I prefer using the brush side for it. And then all I do is go around in a circle until it's completely covered. So I'm going to do 3 that way. Okay, there's my 3 done. And it does take just a couple of seconds for it to dry. So while that is drying, I'm going to see where I put my glue. All right, Stampin' Seal to the rescue. Okay, so now I'm just going to layer up my card while this is drying. Just take that one off. And then I'm going to do, I like to do just 2 strips down the long side and then center it on, whoops, center it onto the card. I'm going to flip this one over. And, whoops, let's see, that way, yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way. Here, I think. That's the good thing too. If there's a particular area that you're not 100% in love with, you can just put your matte layer over top of what you're not too thrilled with. See, and earlier I stamped off, decided it needed to be re-inked. So I re-inked it, did my test piece, flipped it over, and then made this card. Okay, and then I'm going to just center this onto the pink layer. Okay, and now we should have these guys dry. I'm just going to grab my take your pick tool. It's always super close to me because I really love using it and it makes picking things off so much easier. I think I'm going to do the top for this one. And I'm going to put them close together as well. Oops. All right. So there you go. There's the 2 cards made. Slightly different color palette. Let me know which one you prefer, the pink base or the green base. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out my Facebook page and I will see you again soon. Have a great day.